Hey everybody, here we have this red HP laptop that's in for service. This is an HP, I guess, Pavilion 15. This is not my first time working on this machine. The last time it was in for service, it was for a solid state drive swap in. Swapped out the original hard drive for an SSD. Not sure if it was because the original hard drive had failed or was failing, or it was just due to poor performance. The reason why it's in now is for a totally different reason. I'm about to show you what it is. Yeah, guys, it's not supposed to look like that. Yeah, buddy. So we have an issue either with the LCD panel or perhaps with the video cable that goes between the motherboard and the display. I think this thing just cut off. Not sure what it's doing. But yeah. So it booting up. I don't know what it's doing. Anyways, here we are. You can see the video doesn't quite look so right. So if I move the lid back and forth, it doesn't really change anything. So I'm going to have to open this up and see if maybe it's an issue with maybe the video cable itself, maybe a loose connection or something like that. You can see when I press down on the left side over here, you see how the the detail changes a little bit. You see right, like in this area right here. Watch it. So it looks like we could have a damaged cable. But let's go ahead and start working on this thing, see if what's going on with it. Okay, so my first plan of action on this thing is I'm going to take this bezel off of the lid to expose the display panel and cable. So the way that is going to work is on this particular laptop I don't see any screws holding this on, so it's literally just a matter of just prying it open. Let's start from the inside. And literally, with that little effort, this thing is popped loose. Can you say consumer grade laptop garbage? My Dell is from 1525. You gotta take out like 4 or 6 screws, maybe more, to get this off. If you hear any wind noises, because I got the doors open. It's like 65 degrees in February at night. Absolutely crazy. But anyways, trying to get this last part. There we are. Alright, so I just want to check and see if maybe this cable has damage to it. I don't know. Let's go ahead and start it. Now I should mention, if you're working with an older laptop, you want to exercise great caution here, because older laptops generally tend to have a CCFL display. Okay, this thing's actually logging in. I'm going to have to censor some information here. Okay, maybe not. Alright, so you can see it actually changes when I move the display around. It's more apparent now that I have the cover or the front bezel off the lid. I don't know if you can see it on camera there, but I'll flip this back a little bit. Still not looking quite right. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this back off for the time being. And let's take these screws loose to free the LCD display up from the lid, because I want to check the connection on the back just to see if maybe something on the back is loose. We'll take the lid loose from the hinge, in fact. Okay, so that actually has freed up the lid. Well, or so I thought. I gotta take these top screws out. Okay, so that releases the lid from the hinges. Let's go ahead and take loose the screws that hold the panel in. Probably should have done that first. Okay, so now we have freed up the LCD panel from the lid. I want to check this connection back here, because sometimes if this connection isn't quite right, it will of course cause problems. This is an LVDS cable, and it has this tape on here which is supposed to help hold it into place, but I mean, with I'd say hundreds if not thousands of open and close operations, they're subject to back out or lose, they're just not get a good connection altogether. Alright, so let me reconnect that. And while I have this open, I can find, I got a box of laptop panels. Provided they have the same connection, I could easily rule out the display or the LCD as the problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lean this like this and turn this on and see what it looks like. Okay, so I wiggled this connection and now we have a backlight. Alright, yeah. When I move this around, it cuts in and out. You can maybe be able to see the backlight is on now. I'm going to shut this off and I'm going to start it back up. Panel is on. No display. It comes on, but we're not getting any video on the display. I'm going to have to, I guess I'm going to do a hard shutdown. I think it might be the actual display, because the connection on the back of the display, or at least on the PCB, down here seems solid, but when that circuit board gets flexed around just the slightest, it quits working. I'm going to reconnect it one more time. Try to make sure it gets slid in there really good. Push the tape down. Let's start it again. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the display, it was the there was a loose connection on the LVDS cable, because now the panel is looking just fine. You can see, I know it's kind of at an angle on the camera, but you may be able to see how everything looks correct this time. There you can see the desktop. Alright, so I'm going to shut this back down. Shut it down properly this time. And I will reassemble it. So it's looking like it was just a matter of disconnecting and reconnecting the LVDS cable. I mean, it's not a surprise that thing can work itself loose with time if it's not connected right or not connected well. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the process of putting everything back together. Okay guys, I think I may see part of the problem here. So this laptop has taken a fall. Alright, so I'm going to take these two screws back out. We're going to make a repair here. There is a brass insert that is popped out, and I can see a broken spot inside the lid. I'm telling you guys, modern day, cheap, consumer grade laptop garbage. I mean, if it falls 5 inches, it's subject to break. And look, man, I'm telling you guys, this is just bad. We got another one over here. I'm telling you guys, look at this crap. Need I say again, modern day, consumer grade laptop garbage from the wonderful Hewlett-Packard Company. Tell you what guys, yes, I do have that HP Pavilion Sleepbook 15, but let's be honest here. Look, we got number 3. Is every single one of these broken? Wow. As I was saying, you know, I do have that Pavilion Sleepbook 15, but the only reason I have it is because it gave it to me for free. I wouldn't buy anything from HP. This is just really, really bad. It's a 2014 laptop, in case you were curious. I mean, all these brass inserts. I mean, look at this. Everything here is broken. Yeah, everything, all. Let's see, one. That one's broke too. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 screws that are no longer doing anything on this laptop. If this ain't garbage, or a garbage design, then I don't know what is. I mean, I've got some videos on the channel of my Inspiron 1525 and how well it's built. Compare it with this garbage, night and day difference. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish these brass inserts out, put the screws in the bottom side wherever I can, at least into the ones that are broken off completely, and use some super glue and baking soda to try to at least try to get this thing back together somewhat. This is ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. I have a word for this. This is garbage. A garbage design. And of course, we all know that the Hewlett-Packard company designed this thing to only last its warranty period. You know, a lot of times computer manufacturers, they'll give you a 1-year warranty. Heck, I'm surprised they don't just give you a 6-month or a 30-day warranty on the thing because it's built like a piece of crap. Yeah, literally me tightening the screws in broke the things off. I mean, they gotta spend a few cents extra per computer on extra plastic, or better yet, have a metal reinforcement. Don't rely on the LCD panel for reinforcement. I had a Samsung laptop a long time ago. Well, I want to say it's probably back in 2017 or 2018. It may or may not be up on the channel. Had a similar issue where the lid support's completely disintegrated. It's a high stress area. You would think that they would design these things to last, but they don't care. They want it to break. Really, to be honest, that's the whole idea. Is they want it to fail. If it fails before the warranty period, they consider mission accomplished, but mission 2 accomplished. If it fails on the day after the warranty period ends, it's a mission accomplished for them. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these brass things back on. All the ones that are completely loose, put them on and tighten them down as well as I can. This is unbelievable. So yeah, now every single one of these brass fittings has just snapped out. Totally. So what I'm going to do at this point is put all the screws in, on this side. Put all the screws on that side. Sprinkle some baking soda down in here and shoot some super glue in there. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, the quality or lack thereof in these consumer grade laptops is just absolutely appalling. It's just absolutely appalling. It really is bad. So freaking bad. Alright, so for the left side, I'm going to just shoot some super glue in there. But for the right side, we're going to have to use a combination of super glue and baking soda. I'm thinking. Because it really is just bad. So I gotta prop this laptop up with something. To try to force these parts to stay down all the way. That way I can inject some super glue in there, and I mean baking soda and super glue, because I mean that's like the only way I'm going to be able to get this thing to stay put. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some baking soda here. We'll try to carefully get it into the spots where we need it. Close this back door to stop the wind from blowing through here. Yeah, baking soda. Trying not to make too much of a mess here. Trying to get it down to the spots where we really need it the most. The good thing is the excess we should be able to just get right off. It's on the right side that we really need it. Okay. So next, we're going to go ahead and fasten down these screws on the left as well as the top screws. Keeping the back portion of the lid flat against the table. Do the absolute best we can here. This is one of those select few times where it actually wouldn't be too bad to have a helper around, but just trying to keep the actual laptop part, or the computer part, propped up against my chest. Again, it's absolutely appalling that I'm having to do this kind of repair on a consumer grade laptop that was just subjected to regular wear and tear. I don't think this is from a drop. I think this is just actually wear and tear. Normal open and close operations, which the laptop should be designed to handle, but well, we're talking about Hewlett Packard Company here, so. And it's sad because HP actually used to make decent computers, but the laptops, they just have not been good for quite a while. I mean, we got to go back to 2005 or 2006. No, excuse me, 2005. to find HP and compact laptops that were actually worth the crap. If I'm not mistaken, I think HP got sued because so many of their laptops from the early Windows Vista era failed prematurely. Some, of course, had a warranty period, but I think HP still got slapped pretty hard in a lawsuit. It was due to a combination of inadequate cooling and, of course, hot running NVIDIA chipsets on AMD based systems. The HP DV6000 were the models that were mostly known for this. Okay, so now let me get the super glue. Hopefully this is a good tube. Trying to get it in places where it doesn't belong. And of course it done sealed itself shut. Sometimes I have to use this method to re-open super glue. Alright. So that did it. Now we're going to carefully support this thing. Okay, so it's back together and the screen now works properly. So hopefully the super glue and baking soda combo will help get some extra time out of this thing. Again, it's really sad that a 2014 HP laptop, which, I mean, when you look at it, overall, looks like it's been very well taken care of. It's just snapping apart. So I'd imagine broken screws or broken screw mounts in this lid caused the cable to get moved around, which thus caused the issue with the screen. So again, super glue and baking soda. You gotta be freaking kidding me. That didn't last long. That's just ridiculous. Literally one open and close operation and it's already broke. What a freaking joke, HP. What a flippin' joke. Okay then. Well everybody, that wraps up for this video and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to QQ channel, and be sure to tick the bell, that way you get notified of new video posts. Also, I recommend following QQ Company on Facebook. A link is in the video description. In addition to computer tech videos, I have a second channel, CubeComp MTDX. Links are available at the end of this video. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching and your support.